Welcome back. Happening tomorrow, the Lakeshore is getting ready to laugh. Local comedian Matt Lauria is bringing his 10 Years Too Late show to the Park Theater in Holland. And of course, we should tell the folks in the audience that you'll want to show up camera ready. He joins us live in the studio now. Matt, this is really cool. You've had a long career. Let's talk about your career first, right? Tell us about it. What has led you up to this moment in your career?
Oh, God, just plenty of open bars. That's really what's led me into this point. So that's why kids get to be a comedian if you guys want to hang out and have free drink tickets and such. No, it's been almost 15 years here in terms of comedy career. I've really never recorded a special. I feel like I'm really lacking to get clips on the internet because I feel like everyone blows up now, from TikTok stardom to Instagram Reels, and here I'm over here with like a shot phone and like an iPhone 4G, something from like 2014 and something of that nature. So I'm finally getting some clips for the internet, folks.
Okay, perfect. And it sounds like it's going to be really funny. So 10 Years Too Late, what are you taking us through during that show?
So I'm about to turn 40 here in about 2 months. And I feel like everything I'm doing, like hence this recording of the special, I feel like I should have did this 10 years ago at 29 years old because I feel like I would have got more stock. I was married at 36. We're about to celebrate our 4-year anniversary here. I just had a kid 8 months ago. She turned 8 months
congratulations.
today. Thank you. Happy born day, Gianna. And we know at this point, it feels like I'm 10 years too late to have a kid by living in West Michigan standards. There are like, oh, you didn't get married to your high school sweetheart at
22.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't start coaching your kids in Little League at 25.
Exactly.
And, now at 30, you're not on your 4th kid, and I'm just 10 years too late to everything. So we're going to hype that up. That's how I'm living.
It's funny because you say 10 years too late. If we can roll the video that is in B2, this is video from 10 years ago when we did an interview when you were performing at Laugh Fest.
Oh, look at that fresh face.
I know, look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly, 10 years too late. This is you 10 years ago. What would you tell that guy there 10 years ago?
Oh, God, I'd tell him to grow some facial hair, maybe stick away from some of the IPAs, maybe switch to a lager at that point, and continue to blare hip-hop music as loud as possible.
I'm going to tell you, I don't think he needs to stick away from the IPAs. I think you can enjoy a little bit of
I'm the same team, Tanner. I knew we'd get along. I knew we'd get along. This is awesome. No, it's funny to think that long ago. I mean, that's the beauty of West Michigan. We've had Gilda's Club Laugh Fest around here for so long. We're so blessed to have that because it brings some of the most amazing comedians around the area. But I started this 15, 17 years ago with comedians like Adam Deggy, who's still in the area, Alan True, Trevor Smith, who's since moved to Los Angeles. But we got so much good local talent here. And the beauty now of being at 2025 is that when you put things like specials that we're recording here tomorrow onto YouTube, you don't need to move to LA and New York and be able to have something where you do a late night spot. You can just put something on YouTube, and then hopefully you get some more butts and seats for when you do travel to other cities and stuff of that nature.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so 15 plus years that you've been in the industry, how would you say your comedy's evolved over time?
Oh, God, just gotten more dark. No.
Just more lessons you learned.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's cool because I joke. I say, we have an 8-month-old here today, and we just had the kid just so I could get new material. That's the only reason why. But no, it's just life experience. So, that kid that you just saw here, he's probably making jokes about, don't you hate it when the bartender cuts you off at 1 or things of that nature? Now it's more of like, don't you hate it when, the diaper wipes are not available and, the changing pad is not hooked to this or she's moving. It's just more a life experience at that point in time. So it started with basically a bunch of 22-year-old jokes and things of that nature with a puka shell necklace. And now I'm walking a blazer here on 13 on your side. So
there you go.
It's an evolution.
I was going to say it's a full circle moment.
Yes.
It's interesting when you bring this show to stage, what can people expect when they walk in and sit down and listen to you? Well, what are you hoping that they take away from this?
The greatest night of their lives. You hear that? The greatest night of your lives. No, it's a lot of life experience. It's a lot of jokes about basically being, 10 years too late to a lot of things showing up. I'm an idiot, if you can't tell here by the 5 minutes we spent together, in a jovial, let's say a Gen Z term like Riz kind of way here at this point. So I like to show that basically, you don't have to be an Ivy League amazing comedian like John Mulaney to make people laugh. You can still kind of show some of your pratfalls and some of your shortcomings in life and make a humorous way, some exaggerations. My wife God bless her, she's like 65% of my act at this point in
Okay.
time. So she has a great attitude when it comes to it, and then people have to come up to her afterwards and be like, did that really happen? And it's like, yeah, it's based in truth. And then we just take that little slight exaggeration to a little bit of the truth, and then comedy. Woo!
And then people laugh.
Comedy.
Yeah.
It all
Exactly.
comes together.
That's like a magic trick. Comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I want to hear more about this special taping that's going to be taking place tomorrow. How did this all come about, and where is it going to be living once it's all said and done?
Yeah, so it's at the Park Theater in Holland, Michigan, which is a beautiful, beautiful space.
Yeah.
They reached out to me. They've been doing an amazing comedy series, the summer comedy series here called Out of the Park Comedy, and they've reached out to me and said, hey, would you be willing to take a special here? I said, Holland, Tulips, Thursday, sign me up. So we're doing that. Where I think it's going to end up living is a ton of, frankly, what the kids like these days is nothing more than like 120 seconds,
Right.
90-second
We have
reels.
short attention spans.
Exactly. We need to swipe. We need to swipe. So I'm going to have a lot of it just on my Instagram, quite a bit, like reels and such. But then we're going to put a full special onto YouTube at this point in time. So it'll be great because then you can see it. I frankly lack in terms of being able to have a bunch of multimedia. So I need to be able to get clips to more people. And like I said, once you have a full special out there and you can share it from a 50-minute special piece or even just a few clips, hopefully more butts come in seats when you come to other cities. And frankly, more people book me. Book me for comedy.
Yeah,
shows
see,
at this
book
point.
this guy right
Yeah.
here. We're always here to support our local
Yeah.
comedians. Talk about the support that you have gained over the years. How do they carry you on through the years and through your comedy shows and whatnot?
Sure, it's been an amazing, just the local community really does support comedy and such. I do a monthly show the last Tuesday of the month, so last night at the Night Watch Lounge,
Oh, yeah.
Speakeasy downtown.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
we do a showcase, and you can just tell that comedy's in a boom right now, wherein like even places like a Speakeasy Night Watch Lounge that only has, I think, capacity for like 60 people, we're seeing a comedy show at 40 people the last Tuesday of every month. It's awesome because there's so much support in this community of people want to do it. But then comedians are really good for each other. We all stunk together at one point, and then we gradually stunk less, and then maybe now we have enough to get antiperspirant on and maybe smell a little bit better on the stage and such. So it's fun to see how far we've came along in this business and just been successful. And nobody, frankly, we all got real jobs, but we never got sick of, having attention, like attention deficit disorder where we need it all the time to go on stage and share our shortcomings.
Yeah. One of the things that I always find with comedians is that you do a lot of things that are relatable and
Yeah.
then tie that into the butt of the joke, right?
Yep.
So give us a little hint on some of the things that we might find relatable. You talked about your wife, you talked about your kid. What are some other things we might be hearing about?
Oh, a ton of, just my, God, I'm a huge hip hop fan. I know this outfit doesn't really look like it, but
Maybe today.
yeah, exactly. All right, we like that.
Yeah.
I list a lot of references to hip hop music. I think I'm just a failed rapper. Like my entire life, I wish I was a rapper. I wish I was cool enough to be a rapper. I just wish I could make random gunshot noises at the end of my comedic jokes and have it sound amazing. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but Michael Phelps, arguably the greatest swimmer of all time, has 2 DUIs.
I didn't know that.
2 DUIs.
I did not know that either.
Greatest swimmer ever. If I'm Michael Phelps and I'm driving home with a buzz, I'm driving my car into a lake. See, that's the kind of comedy here right now. I feel like I'm just a PSA.
You did say
for
darker comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
You did say
You
just
need
got
a little
more
bit of
dark
that. You
over
need a little bit of
time.
that. I know it's 9-something in the morning, but we need something like that.
See, exactly.
And
There
it's
you
not
go.
even. It's not even. But no, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of life experience. I talk about just basically, meeting my wife at late 30s and this time, being set up by people when you live in West Michigan and them setting you up in your late 30s can really gauge a person's opinion of you as who you are as a human being. You're like, oh my God, how did you set me up with that person? But you're like, that's exactly where I'm leading from, is like places of relation of where you're at in terms of, where my life experience has taken me, and then just full circle of like, being a new dad at almost 40 at this point in time. And so, just references to things like that and influences that have come around.
That's always when I listen into comedy, is like when it relates back.
Exactly.
Like the life experiences. It's okay to laugh at yourself and do
Amen.
all of that
For
stuff
sure.
too.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned the community too, the other comedians in the area. How would you say that the West Michigan comedy scene is really special or unique? What do you think makes it so great?
It's really boomed in the last few years. I said that you can find so many more stages than when I started this 17 years ago. I mean, we used to go to karaoke nights and be like, I'm going to sing a karaoke song, and then just ditch on the song and just try and do 3 minutes of stand-up.
Before they take you out.
Exactly.
You got background
That's how
music.
thirsty you had to be.
Sir, give me the mic back.
Yeah, exactly. And be like, this is not Love Shack.
Right.
Give me the mic back. So that was a new thing is that you can get up 7 nights a week if you wanted to get on stage, and the community kind of supports itself. We police ourselves to make sure that there's not a bunch of hacks out there just going up there and telling other people's jokes, or just like, hey, airplane food's bad, or just corny stuff like that. So there's a decent amount of new comedians around here that, when I say new, I mean they've been in it for like 5 years or such of that nature. Some of my other friends, Josh Ortega, Dave Dyer's been doing comedy in this area for almost 30 years. He's like, we call him the Godfather, or the Unk. He's like Snoop Dogg to comedy around this area. He's like Unk Dave at this point. So he's been around for so long, but it's really been an amazing community that you see a lot of people tip off and start to go and sell insurance or use cars. A lot of us stay around because, again, we like the drink tickets, or we're just that egotastic that it's cheaper than therapy going up on stage and sharing all your problems with audiences.
Well, there you go. Your special is tomorrow at the Park Theater. And we've got a graphic on the screen again. Where can people get tickets?
They can get them online at the Park Theater. If you Google it, I can't remember, it's parktheater.org. But it's amazing. $15 for a ticket is very reasonable. I know it's a school night, but kids are out of school. West Michigan.
Thursdays during summer don't count.
Come on, exactly. You guys they have AC there. You can remove yourself from some of the heat and do this. They have an amazing bar. I have 4 other great local comedians opening up for me. Joel Elder, Ricardo Winston. My wife and daughter might even intro me. I might have a surprise guest on all this, but it's a great thing. I'm taping all the material I've stocked for over the course of 15 years. Bunch of the new stuff as well too. So come see it live in person. Hear your laugh, and you can hear your laugh on the interwebs in the future for when this gets out there.
There you go. We have just a couple seconds left. Where else can we find you on social media, and also any other shows you have coming up?
Yeah, thank you. Instagram, it is a really ridiculous name. It's Party Girl Chica 420.
I saw that this morning.
Yes.
When
I wanted to name my daughter that,
media.
but my wife vetoed it, so it became my Instagram handle.
Awesome.
It's part of my joke, Party Girl Chica 420. You can find me on YouTube, comedian Matt Lauria. And then in addition to that, Night Watch Lounge, the last Tuesday of the month, I host a showcase there called Top Shelf Comedy.
Okay.
It's very pinkies up. We do a really good job there. Amazing craft cocktails and amazing punchlines that go hand in hand with one another. So come out, West Michigan, support some local talent, saying sometimes 4-letter words into a microphone.
Sometimes.
So, yeah,
not all the
this
time.
morning. Not this
sometimes.
morning. Yeah.
And also Night Watch, that's in the Courtyard building downtown.
It is,
right?
yeah. It's hard to find, and we like it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
There you go. All right, 8:32. Matt, we thank you for being here again. Go check out a special tomorrow at the Park Theater. That's at 8 p.m. there in Holland. We'll be right back after a short break.